And he's really sexy.
Do you think so?
Oh my god!
I think we've had this discussion before.
Charlie fucking Cox. Jesus Christ.
I definitely wouldn't say no.
Charlie and my Cox. Oh. He's so hot. Oh my god.
You made me drop my headphone.
Oh, sorry.
Hello, and welcome to Incomplete Geeks, a gay geek podcast where we talk about all sorts of geeky things. Sometimes we know a lot about what we're talking about. Other times our knowledge is a little bit
incomplete.
That's right. I'm John. That's Nick. We are two queers starting off a brand new year, talking about all we hold dear, and we are glad you're here. How are you, Nicholas?
That was adorable.
That was good, wasn't it? Yeah.
Nice.
And I didn't expect you to laugh or anything because it wasn't like chuckleable. It was just cute. Yeah, there you go.
Nice and wholesome rather than me wanting to talk about edging.
Yes, that's basically us in a nutshell, isn't it?
Pretty much. Something's
Welcome for
nutshell.
coming, everybody.
Oh, sorry.
No,
well, they wouldn't if you were edging. Oh, see.
That's true.
Yeah.
You just arrived then. Hopefully you come by the end of it. What? Is that how it works?
Maybe. I don't know,
sure.
actually. I don't know. I've seen some videos, but
I've heard many stories, apparently. Yeah, so this is the first episode of 2025. We had a bit of a break, bit of a holiday break. How was it? How was yours? You were in London, weren't you?
Yeah, I didn't really do anything.
That's okay. I didn't really do much either. It was lovely.
Yeah.
Fantastic. It was just me and the boys and a lot of shit food.
That's kind of the point. Yeah.
A lot of TV. It was great. Fantastic.
Kind of.
Same thing for New Year's Eve as well. Like,
hell yeah, exactly. New Year's is stupid. I had to get the train to someone's house to avoid people, and the journey to their house was stressful, and I hated people by the end of it.
of course.
Like yobbo teenage boys doing pull-ups on the DLR and throwing beer cans around. It's like, it's 7:45, you fucking losers.
I don't know.
Straight
YOLO.
people are wild.
They do, yeah. It's the one day that they get to celebrate who they are as a person.
Their straightness in the community. Lovely.
No, we just as you know, we're on the 25th floor of this block of flats. And we just were able to watch so many fireworks. If you can look around the corner, you see, you look into, central London, and it's just
Could you see the Waterloo ones?
Can't quite see that far, but we can see... What can we see?
Everything else.
I don't know. We can kind of see the city, where you are, actually, if you look really hard. But it was great. Speckles of light all across the horizon for 10 minutes and then nothing. But it was fun.
Pretty.
So that's... We're back in the new year. We're looking forward. If you're listening to this, your podcast listener, we're listening to us chit chat, and you enjoy what we do, go to our socials, Instagram and TikTok. We post a lot of stuff there. We are going to post a lot of stuff there in the new year. Anyway, at Incomplete Geeks. While you're there, like us, like our stuff. We love hearing from you. You can give us, send us messages or sexy photos, whatever you like. And also we've got a Patreon as well. We don't read ads. We don't do any of this stuff that other podcasts do. But it is, it's off of our two backs. So if you want to help us out, go to patreon.com/gaygeeks. That's geeks with an S. I think there's a tier of $1. You don't even have to do it. Just go there and sign up. It's really good to keep you in the community. But if you can, that's great. It helps us out, and we love having you. So that's that. Let's.
That's admin out the way. Begging for money. Right? Thank you so much. Please.
You have to do that at the beginning, anyway.
I think that's nice. Yeah, just give us some money because that's nice of you. If you give us money,
we don't it's not free. What we do is not free. This costs.
Thanks so much.
For as little as a pint per month. That's how much you're basically giving. But basically a half a pint.
I think less than that. You could do it for less than that. A pint's £7 here. Jesus.
God. Oh yeah, you're right. That's awful. God,
we're not charging that much.
No.
You can get a tinny and support us. There you go.
There you go.
Whole pack of tinnies.
Keep the tinny for yourself.
Exactly. Keep a tinny, save a friend. So
today, as a sort of an easy thing to ease us back into coming at you as often as we can, we've got a list of things we want to talk about that we're going to look forward to in 2025. So this is not like,
I mean, if you didn't get that from the title of the podcast, which is probably what we're looking forward to in 2025.
True.
Like, I feel like that was given away in the title. But thank you for the detailed description, John.
I always forget.
I think now they're up to
people.
They clicked on it. They know what it's about. So let's talk about some shit that's going to happen in 2025. Are we gonna focus just on stuff we're excited about rather than shitting on things?
I don't know. But the thing is, like, I think some things that we may not be excited about, somebody is going to be excited about. So I think it's worth a mention at the very least.
There's like 400 things we'll talk about then. So let's just choose the things that we want to talk about. There's too many things to go through. But some of the things you may like, I may shit on, and vice versa.
True. That's why we have a nice little shared list that we have. Isn't that great?
Exactly.
How this works? Look at us being organized.
I did look at video games and then quickly realized I don't know what any of them are, so I thought I'd leave that.
It's not to be fair. You know what? Let's start with video games.
Let's start with video games.
I can go through the list really quickly. 2024 was a great year for video games. We had a lot of fun stuff. Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom came out. There was an Elden Ring expansion that people were excited about. Dragon Age came out, an expansion. The next one for that was really good. I haven't played it yet, but I heard a lot of good stuff about it. This year, 2025, is a lot of sequels and remakes, which you can be excited about if you're into that. But like, it's going to be kind of hard for people who are not into a lot of video games to just sort of jump into it. So if you're, for example, like Assassin's Creed, Assassin's Creed Shadows is the next one that people are excited about. If they've played it before, like I was big into Valhalla when that came out, and played very little bit of Mirage, which is the one set in the Middle East as kind of a prequel to Valhalla. The next one's called Assassin's Creed Shadows. It's set in Japan, which they haven't done, but it looks interesting because of, I mean, if you like Assassin's Creed, you like it anyway. So that's worth looking forward to. The big one that everyone's talking about is Grand Theft Auto 6. All these, I'm not going to play it, but that's one for the straight boys.
Yeah.
Elden Ring is coming out with another one, another expansion. There's a sequel to Monster Hunter. Borderlands is coming out with a fourth entry. Like, that's got a lot of buzz. And then do you remember you and I talking about Fable?
Yes, like back in the early days.
Back in our early days, about like making a sexy video game character. Yeah. They're remaking it.
Okay.
Because it was
to make them even sexier?
Yeah, probably. Fantastic. I mean, if they don't, then no one's going to buy it. But basically, like, it was because it was one of the first video games for Xbox, and it had so much modifiable content that there wasn't much in the way of story. So you kind of beat it really quickly, but you can also just walk around with the shirt off and all these tattoos or whatever else.
Yeah.
But they're remaking it, and that's something I'm looking forward to. And if you're a big fan of logical games, if you know the Civilization franchise, like I still play Civ 6. Like there's so many, I played it the other day. Like I'm trying to get all the achievements before Civilization 7 comes out in February. Like that's got a lot of buzz. They're the kind of studio who doesn't usually tell you when the next one's coming out until like a week before. So the fact that they announced it this year, that's coming out in February, was a big deal, and it's getting a lot of hype. And it looks interesting. Like it's definitely one of those games where every time they make it, they change enough stuff that it's a distinctly different game, and it's always better. So there's some things that I'm hoping for that are not made clear, like about multiplayer, but the fact that you can change leaders throughout the game and you don't have to play the same leader with the same civilization. Like I could play Abraham Lincoln, but based in Rome, or I could play like Elizabeth I, but based in Africa or something like that. That's what they're saying. Like you don't have to be the same leader with the same civ. And then that's just one of the things that people are looking forward to. And it's interesting, and I'm looking forward to it. And if you want to play, dear listener, with me, just let me know.
Get in touch on our Patreon and we'll do a live stream gaming event.
Oh, we should do that.
Even just do it for free. Just join for free and like get us, tell us what to do and that sort of stuff. That'd be fun.
Yeah, sign up. And if you sign up on Patreon, then you can have access to the polls that we're going to do and say what you want to see. So that's the video game section. That's it for me.
Did I also see rumors that a new Switch is rumored to come out next year?
There's rumors of a Switch 2, but I have not seen anything about dates.
Right. Okay.
So I don't
But it's a whole
know.
year. It could. If it does, what do you think would be different about it compared to the current one?
I mean, honestly, I have no idea because the last, what do they call the last generation of games have kind of peaked a bit. You've got PlayStation 5, Xbox One, which is the one that I don't have, and the Switch, and they're all like they're kind of at a point. Like if you remember back in the 90s, you had like the NES, which was 8-bit, and then you had the NES was it 8-bit?
Yeah,
and
I think it was.
Sega was 16,
16
and
was
the
the
Super
Mega
Nintendo
Drive.
was 32.
Yeah.
And then you could just keep going. And then at some point, it's like, what do we do? How do we make this even better with the graphics or whatever?
Because didn't
they
they
can't
release
make
the
chips any
PlayStation
smaller.
5 Pro this year or something, and it's pretty much exactly the same?
Yeah. That's why I don't know. I've heard that the Xbox One was like kind of a bit of a meh because people are like, well, I mean, I've already got the Xbox. What was it? One before that, X series or something. And like,
the X and the...
Like I still have a 360, which I don't play. But if I ever wanted to, I got games. I still have games. You know? So I have no idea. And I'll look into it and get back to you.
Yes. If Nintendo would like to sponsor us, please get in touch. incompletegeekspodcast@gmail.com. They could be listening.
They could be. Somebody who knows somebody
could be listening.
is listening. The 3 people who listen to our podcast who are interested in video games, you're welcome.
They will be influenced. Okay, video games. Stuff, but not too much stuff then.
I mean, the thing is, like, if there's any indie games that are coming out that aren't sequels or remakes, they're not usually you won't know about them beforehand. They're well sort of previewed at this point. Like they'll come out and we have this game coming out in 2 months, and then it'll come out and it'll get a lot of buzz. Like last year, I had this article about the Game Awards for 2024, and a lot of indie games like won that a couple I've never even heard of, and Baldur's Gate 3, obviously.
I think looking at a list, I'm more excited about TV shows than I am about movies that are coming out.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about the movies first?
Yeah, if that's true, and I don't disagree. But let's talk about the films first, and then we can go to town on the TV shows.
I think mainly because I've just kind of lost faith in all of them. So I don't know.
Can we start with Superman?
Yeah, I think that's the one we need to talk about most, right?
Yeah. Because as soon as you said, I'm not excited. Like, I'm not excited for Superman. I'm just really nervous.
Yeah, because he looks great.
Yes.
James Gunn is brilliant.
Yes.
And I think, I'm not a DC person, but I think people like the story that it's adapted from. The comic book story that is, I don't know, whatever. It's adapted from like a specific, supposedly comic book run, which is popular with fans. So it should be good. But...
Give me the but.
We have no proof to the contrary that it will be, because this is the first James Gunn DC thing that's coming out, right?
Yeah,
starting with Superman.
It's the first one in his new universe. I forget what he's calling it, but yeah. I mean, like, he's basically running off of his track record when it comes to films because of Guardians of the Galaxy. And like, to be fair, that was I didn't realize, but they weren't even like some of the characters were already in comics, but they weren't a group till like 2000 something. I didn't know that. Like, I thought they were maybe like a couple decades older than that, but like, he took that franchise and made it into a moneymaker.
Like the complete opposite of what he's doing with this, like taking an unknown cast, an unknown comic that no one cares about. That's always when you get the most creativity because there's less pressure on it. And
which
now
is good.
He's taking the most famous superhero comic book of all time and has to figure that out. I don't know. I just don't know. There's nothing in the trailer that makes me think, oh wow, this is going to be special and different. It looks like a CW show.
They all do, don't they? I was going to ask you if you saw the trailer, because I watched it and I was like, oh, he's in that? Oh, he's in that? And who's like, is it Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor? Yeah. And I'm like, okay. Meh. You know? And there's a few sort of not cameos, but like sort of Easter eggs as characters. I'm like, okay, don't know anything about that person, but okay, you know.
I know of them. I know a couple like Mr. Terrific and Guy Gardner, which is Nathan Fillion, and I love Nathan Fillion. So anytime we can
Yes.
get Nathan Fillion in a film, that's great.
The ginger green
yeah.
Lantern.
And that's fun, and he'll be hilarious.
Yeah, of course.
But they look, and I know it's a trailer. You can never know because they had to edit the trailer long before they finished editing the film because you have to get everything ready. It looks cheap at this stage. But I'll still see it. I'll still go, of course. I've got to see it.
I think I will. I think I will do my financial support, go see it. Instead of with, which was called like through crossed fingers, like please be not horrible. You know what? Who's to blame for all these? Who's to blame for our point of view where we're just lost faith in?
Well, they made shit films. They made so many shit ones. DC especially DC. Why would we trust you? Sony.
It's like Marvel's peaked. It's like we don't know what's going on with them.
So I wouldn't say like what's a combination between anxious and excited? That's kind of how I feel about Superman. Because you could go
excited.
Anxiety.
Excitedy. No.
It'll be something.
There's some German word for it that means,
Share.
Looking forward to something that you're dreading.
It's going to be bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Car crash watching. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But you know what? Similar vein is the Fantastic Four.
Yes, very good. That's coming out
for both of them. I'm so very excited. They're July. Both of them are in July.
Well, Superman's in July as well.
That's crazy. Yeah, July 11th and Fantastic Four is July 25th, which seems an odd choice, but why not? If they're good, I'm really excited for a new way of having these characters in film, and I think that'd be great, and it will really excite people, especially Superman. Like, if you can do Superman well, people are going to be really excited to go keep watching.
Yeah.
If they can fix Fantastic Four, people will be flabbergasted because no one's ever been able to do that properly.
You said fix. Did you say
because
fix?
The last 4 films are garbage. 3 films. But if they don't,
I mean, like, they're not going to fix it in the universe because they haven't existed. It's like
they
have the opportunity. I mean, I think they, famous last words, but I think they're going to do all right because they have the opportunity to create a new story and create these new characters with new connections, and they have done mostly pretty well with a lot of that stuff, especially the heroes.
We'll see.
You don't think so?
I don't know. Not lately. And if either one of them is meh,
maybe not in films. Like when they introduced Billy, for example, as the most recent example, or when they introduced, Kate Bishop, for example. Like they can do it well because they.
But they're low stakes characters. They're really low.
There's
low expectations, and there's such high expectations on these 2 films.
True.
And if they're not fucking great, I feel they will feel like a failure. And
don't forget also, they will.
If you can't make Superman great, what the fuck is DC going to do? If you can't make Superman great, what the fuck else is this slate going to be? I
was talking about the Sony universe with Tom. And
did you go and see it? Did you ever go and see Craven?
No, by the way.
No.
Did you?
No.
Did you? Because like we planned on it. And then because it was just before Christmas and it was a bit of a whirlwind, and then we had we get like free tickets every month. And we're like, let's book it. Oh, wait, we can't do it that day because one of us is away, or we can't do it next week because that's basically the holiday weekend. And then by the time we got around to doing it, it had left theaters already because it was
garbage,
awful. And I felt bad because it's like we kind of knew that it might. We were not surprised that it was slated, and we were like, we're still going to see it anyway because nothing else is on.
No,
now we have to wait till like fucking Netflix or whatever.
Yeah, I'll watch it on streaming. I'm quite glad I didn't go and support it because stop it, Sony. Stop it.
I think they are.
I think they've got the message now, right? Stop it.
There has to have been like at least a handful of internal meetings where it's like, what's going on? Like we had this idea, we thought it would be good, and every time they try whatever they're doing, it's not working. Whoever is to blame.
Tom Holland is going to get a fat fucking paycheck to bring him back.
What do you mean?
Well, because he's out of contract, so he doesn't have to come back.
Is he? Oh, I didn't
so
know
if he's
that.
if he's re-signed, because they'll be like, shit, this is our only intellectual property. We thought we could do this without Tom Holland because his contract was up. Nope.
I thought it was it up because of the number of years that he's been
The number of
signed to it,
films
or the
he's
number
been
of
in,
films?
yeah.
Is it number of
I think films.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do know that they were talking a lot about Spider-Man 4 was what they were calling it.
Yeah.
And how and if they were going to tie it into all these villain films, anti-hero, whatever, which are not even really tied to each other in a coherent way. No, they're not going to. I think the only thing that they can do now is sort of cut their losses, give the property to the live actions back to Marvel, keep the animation, because that's great. And we're talking about that in the TV show section as well. Like they're doing really well with cartoons, and just to cut your losses for the sake of humanity and the future of filmdom.
Just stop.
I know why we're talking about it. So Tom and I were talking about, we watched Venom. He was like, I think it was
Which one?
CEX, the first one. It was like £3 Blu-ray. And he's like, let's watch it. It's going to be shit. Like we watched it over Christmas. It was all right.
It's fine.
Like it was fine. And that was the high point. And now basically my point is the bar has gotten so low for these Sony live action films, and they keep failing. And it's like, all we were hoping for.
They keep somehow going lower. Like, how is that possible?
Exactly.
How could it be
Craven,
worse than Madam Web? But apparently it was. I will watch it though. I will watch it for the Aaron Taylor nakedness. Like I'm excited for that. I'm excited to watch it at home where no one can see me.
You can dress in your Craven outfit as well, aren't you?
Hell yeah.
There's a scene. Now I don't want to spoil anything for you, but there's a scene in the trailer where he's wearing the lion jacket. It was,
I've seen,
front open, and he like whips up this torch like really fast, and it like flames. He's looking around in some kind of cave. It's not even in the film.
Oh,
it's not even in the film.
But you haven't seen it.
Does not exist. No, I definitely watched some reviews.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But
that's fine as long as he's topless for a certain amount of it. That's fine.
You might be waiting for a while.
I'll get my money back of not paying for it. If I don't pay for it, then
fair enough.
My money back.
I mean, my Netflix subscription will have to put in some work, I suppose. But yeah, anyway, that's last year. Looking forward to this year.
So
we've got
yes,
Superman, Fantastic Four. Those are the nervous ones. Before we see Fantastic Four, though, there's 2 other Marvel films to precede it, and so that has the opportunity / ability to sort of generate a little bit of excitement
and to get us warmed to it. So I don't think Captain America is going to do anything. I have no faith in that.
I don't know.
I have no interest in seeing it. Don't care.
But
But
I think about very briefly, because I think that I mean, I could be wrong. Heaven forbid we would be wrong on this show.
Good God, no.
I think
What will they say?
it fell into the similar trap that the Falcon and Winter Soldier TV show fell into, where they had a storyline that they had to completely either cut or redo because of world events.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Falcon and Winter Soldier, there was a storyline about a virus, and then fucking pandemic happened, and now there's I don't know if the rumors or not, but rumor has it that there was a big storyline in Brave New World about Israel.
Yes, one of the characters in it is Sabra, and she's still in it, and she is a IDF superhero in the comic books, dressing in the Israeli flag. Yes, so she is massively. She's just a pro-Israel.
You know this more than I do. Then
superhero. Yes, the character is still in it, but not in the same. Like I think her Ruth, whatever her real name is, apologies, I don't know, is in it, but like as an agent. That's how they've kind of redone. But like, she's still in it. And the thing is, we know that Disney and Marvel is massively pro-Israel. So we're already like, I don't know if I want to support you. And
it's going to be. So they have to be really careful about that, don't they?
Ick.
Who's the guy? The guy who becomes the new Falcon? He was in the Falcon Winter Soldier show.
Oh, is he the cute one?
Yes, I forget his name, but he kind of was.
Cute.
When Sam Wilson becomes Captain America, he eventually becomes a
nice.
sort of a Falcon replacement as well. Where's he from?
I don't know.
I don't know. Somebody write in and tell us. I thought he was
He's
either
cute.
Israeli or Middle Eastern.
No,
the cute one.
he's Mexican, I think. Hispanic of some kind.
Oh, maybe. It might be,
I think
just
so.
be all racist now.
Yeah. Anyone who's not white, there's some sort of we don't know who you people are. I had no interest in this film. There's no characters, there's no storyline, there's no connection that I give a shit about. The most interesting thing is Harrison Ford, and I don't really care about Harrison Ford. So
You mean the
I'm a leap.
character?
No, Harrison Ford is the most
I like
interesting thing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And that could be interesting, but it's not to me. So I don't see the point in this film.
You are right. It's Joaquin Torres who follows in the footsteps of Falcon. And
He's cute.
The actor, yes, he is. The actor who plays him is American, but of Colombian and Mexican descent.
Nice.
Says Wikipedia. So there you go. I was wrong.
That's fine.
Solved
We're
it
often very
wrong. We solved it in real time.
I know. It's like actually.
Actually.
We didn't have to get someone.
Well, you kind of did it. You kind of did that. Actually, he's Latino.
Sorry.
Anyway.
So Brave New World. Let's not go on about it. People watch it if you want
Fine.
to, but I don't. I just can't. I don't want to see a pro-America USA film anymore.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm done with that. If you want to, good luck.
I will. How do you avoid that with a film about Captain America?
Of course,
that's kind of been the thing
but
about
that
comic book character.
no one cares. No one cares about a second generation Captain America. And
how was he in the comics? Was he well received?
Yeah, for like 4 issues, and then Steve Rogers comes back because of course
really?
it's Steve Rogers.
Can't wait for that in the MCU.
But anyway, let's move on, shall we?
Okay, so that's February.
That will
The
not
next
get
one.
us excited. However, the Marvel film that might warm us up and make us a little more endeared towards the MCU, in my opinion, because it's just my opinion, is Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts!
Because if we can have 2.5 hours of Yelena Belova, or whatever her surname is,
Belova.
Yelena Belova, I will be shut up. I will be super happy.
No, I mean it's a Russian name. It means it comes from the word that means white, actually.
Cow. Oh.
No, Bielova. It's but it's not. I asked my Russian friend, and she was like, "No, it is Belova is a valid surname, but
cute.
Bielova means white." Anyway,
Bielova. Yelena Bielova.
Biela. I forget how because the endings changed based on the position in the sentence. Yeah.
So yeah, all my faith in the MCU is hanging on Florence Pugh at this moment.
Florence Pugh,
and I think she can do it. I think she'll be fine, and I think it will be a very pleasant Misfits kind of film. Everyone loves a Misfits film. They keep performing well. A ragtag group of whatever. That's a trope that they keep rolling out.
Well, Avengers, the first Avengers film was kind of that.
Sort of less.
Well, they were all different reasons.
All,
they all had big egos. They had to come together for.
They were all a bit more
purpose.
iconic than the rejected super soldiers and a Black Widow that doesn't want to do it anymore. But I think that's
and the rest
fun. I think that'll be fine and fun, and she'll be great because Florence is great.
She is, and I think partly because they're trying to push Brave New World first. I'm interested to see if they start pushing Thunderbolts in the same way, where they're going to start releasing more trailers and you know. Because they're playing it very sort of close to the chest still. I saw a poster at the cinema the other day when we went to go see Nosferatu. Side story, but anyway, there's posters up already.
Okay.
And they're all sort of like it's like they're all in the lift and they're kind of elbowing each other. Yeah, Bucky's in it, right? Bucky's part of the team.
Still, how is Sebastian Stan still in this fucking franchise? He had like a 9-picture. He's gorgeous and great, but like. He had a 9-picture deal. It's like, fucking hell. That's more than anyone. Why?
Red Guardian. I don't really care about him. He's fun, but in a sort of a weird, all right.
Stranger Things guy.
Yeah.
He's fine. He's
all right. Ghost is in it. I'm actually looking forward to seeing them do something more with this character because they kind
cool power, cool actress, but kind of boring in the film. So hopefully she'll be
in her film, the film that she was in, you mean? Yeah. And like she was the main antagonist.
Yeah.
And all the Disney sort of Marvel films where there's a one antagonist and then they're gone forever. It's like I'm glad they're not doing that. Who else am I forgetting?
Patriot. What's his face?
John Wyatt. He's cute.
Oh no, not
like
for me.
him.
Thanks. Not for me. Goldie Hawn's son, isn't he?
Yes, Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn's son.
So,
and of course Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who can do
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
She's the best.
Being the like crooked Samuel L. Jackson, which I'm here for.
Who is from the comics as well, which I didn't realize.
Yes. Yeah. So that'll be that will be fun.
Everett Ross's ex-wife. They were married.
Oh, really?
Oh. Yeah, that was revealed in some TV show. Maybe Hawkeye, I don't remember. Anyway, so that I think we're both looking forward to that. That's great.
Yes.
Then, if we're sticking with Marvel, then we've got Fantastic Four. And then I've added 2 films to your list because they are slated for 2025 but do not have release dates yet.
What do you think? First one is not going to happen.
You don't think so?
They haven't even finished the script for it yet. Like they haven't finished writing it yet. It's going to be killed. It's going to be killed off.
So we've got Fantastic Four and then nothing from Marvel. Nothing
towards the back end of the year.
Confirmed. Nothing confirmed. So we're talking about Blade.
Yeah.
Is apparently slated for 2025.
No way. Absolutely not. No. I will eat my hat. I don't know what the...
Do you remember, think back to the end of Eternals.
Yeah.
And he's just the actor's voice.
It didn't even get him to show up and film his face. Like,
no.
Who knows what Mahershala Ali's voice sounds like? Like, Jesus Christ.
I didn't.
No, I had no idea. They had to.
You have to like go online, yeah. So he's been attached to the role since at least then, and
he's been attached to it for fucking
4 or 5
years. They brought him out on stage at Comic-Con. It's in hell. It needs to go away, and let's just remember Wesley Snipes' films fondly because they were fucking great. And let's just leave
the first 2.
Oh well, the first one was the one that was good.
Yes.
The second one was like rubbish but watchable, and the third one was naked Ryan Reynolds. So I was like, this is great.
Yeah. Which one had the awful CGI?
All of them.
Okay.
All of them. The second one I thought was terrible.
Which is the one? I think it was the first one with Stephen Dorff as the
yeah, that was so hot, and the blood sex. Oh, it's fucking great, and it saved Marvel. So
yeah, but the thing is, a popular character, and they're going to want to do something with that character eventually.
Bitch, they got to figure out what they want to do with any of their fucking characters. They don't know anything at the moment. Let's not bring Blade into this. Let's not bring a complicated, iconic black character and fuck them up. Let's wait until they figure their shit out first.
I hope Oscar-winning actor Mahershala Ali is compensated for his...
I'm sure he's fine.
For his reserved time. Yeah.
I'm sure he's fine because he didn't actually have to miss out on anything. So I don't think Blade's gonna happen.
No. But the other one...
should happen?
Beyond... I don't have the list up. What is it called?
Beyond.
Beyond. The Spider-Verse. Which I thought when the second one came out, which you and I both went to go see.
Yeah.
It was like November time, I think it was.
Yeah,
and they were saying at the time, they were saying that Beyond was going to come out in like February, March the next year.
Yeah.
And it's been over a year since then.
There was definitely a reason. Yeah, 2 years. A reason.
I'll tell you the reason.
A reason they
There's too much going on.
I mean, well, it's also, everything collapsed. They had to go in and redo a load of stuff or something. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I love the first one. The second one was so chaotic and too long.
It was good though. Like
it was good, but it's too long. It was too long. I was like,
long.
I don't care. Finish. I don't care. Finish. We've been here for 3 hours. I don't care. Finish. And they keep making these fucking films longer and longer. Especially this, which is visually beautiful. But oh my god, I was gonna have an epileptic fit by the end of it.
Should it have been a TV show?
No, it just should have been a well-paced film where the editor was like, you need to cut half an hour from this before we start working on this. What are you doing?
Fair. I think that's fair. I do remember sections where it was like, oh, we're still here.
Are we still here? Oh my god, we haven't got... Yeah, it's too long. That's my grumpy old man take on most films. You can take 20 minutes out of most films. Even
what
Wicked.
else do we have? what non-comic book films do we have?
I've put this one in because I'm not excited to see it, but maybe some people are. It's Jurassic World.
Jurassic World Rebirth.
Rebirth.
I've never heard of it. I didn't know anything about it.
You didn't know about it? All I know is
I don't
that
think so.
Jonathan Bailey is in it and Scarlett Johansson. And that is all that I know.
Really?
Yeah, apparently.
Tell me more.
That's all I know. There could be blurbs about it. It'll be some sort of film about some sort of dinosaurs in some sort of park. Some rich person will say, "We've learned our lesson. Everything will be fine." Some smart person will say, "No, this is going to go terribly." Everything goes terribly, and then it's over.
Guess who else is in it? Mahershala Ali.
No way! Shut up. Oh my god, that's what he's been doing. He's got
those three. Yeah, exactly. So let me do the premise.
Go on.
5 years after the events of Jurassic World Dominion, which is the last one, I'm assuming, right?
I guess so. I didn't watch it.
Scarlett Johansson is hired on a top secret message to obtain genetic material. Has the key to a drug that will save human lives. Mm-hmm. Civilian family. They're all stranded. And an ominous revelation. That's it. I'll watch it. Fuck it, I'll watch it. When does it due out? July.
I think so, yeah.
Cool.
It's a busy month. I want to use my free tickets for either Superman or Fantastic Four. I'm not going to do it on all of them. So that's a thing that's happening.
Fine.
I've got also here Tron, Wicked, Zootopia 2, and Avatar. Because they're all kind of big fantasy geeky stuff.
Tron, fine. The second one was it was more show than substance. But it posed a lot of interesting questions, which I hope that they would expand on. So I'll look into that. I didn't know that they were doing another one.
I didn't realize it made enough money to warrant making a third one, but good for them.
No, they're probably still banking on the 1980s film. I don't know. If they think they can cash in on it, they'll probably do it. I hope they don't cast the same guy, though. He was pretty, but sort of boring.
Pretty boring.
Zootopia, I have not seen.
I love Zootopia so much. I don't believe Zootopia 2 will be any good.
It'll probably sell. Moana 2 did amazingly well.
Yeah.
And apparently it wasn't quite that good.
I really wish it wouldn't, though. I really wish they would just make new films. Please, for the love of God.
Please keep going with the diversity, basically.
Just make new films.
Make
new ideas, make new concepts, write new stuff. This is all Disney. They own everything. And they just make everything a repeat because they don't. I don't know. So,
fine.
I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know if I'll watch it because it's sad.
You let me know. If you do, let me know, and I'll have to watch the first one first.
I love the first one. I watch it at Christmas time for absolutely.
Who are the voices in that one now? Sorry,
Nick Bateman.
Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman.
Yeah.
And the one from Once Upon a Time. The main one from Once Upon a Time.
There's
Jennifer Goodwin.
Jennifer Goodwin.
They're the main
ones.
Yes,
the blonde one. The protagonist.
The
one who plays Snow White.
Yeah.
The Snow White one.
I don't know. I've never seen it. They're the main ones, but then there was Idris Elba and Jenny, what's her face, and
Slate.
Yeah, Commissioner Gordon, and all these kinds of things. Great stuff.
Okay.
So you could put anyone in there, and Shakira was in it. It was great. I loved it. But
fun.
Who knows what this one's going to be? Well, because in the first one, it was I thought, well done, subtle thing about not judging people because of their different races, because they're different animals. Mm-hmm. And judging people and assuming that sort of stuff. I thought it was a nice kind of allegory for racism. Some people didn't like it. I'm a white person. My opinion doesn't matter. I can't imagine what they're going to do with the second one. It's either going to be really heavy-handed or they're going to be like, white people have problems too, and I'm just going to want to kill myself. So
who's the allegory for the white person in that film then? Is it the rabbits or the foxes?
Yeah, so like the
foxes then. The main character.
The predator, the prey are white people, and you know, the predators are more dangerous just because they are foxes and lions and stuff.
I don't like that already. Also, I'm sure it was great.
You know, it makes sense. Like if a lamb is hanging out with a lion, you know, you understand why, but then you're like, well, that's crap. Anyway, I liked it.
Okay.
For the time. I feel like it may not work. Anyway.
Okay.
And then Avatar, which I can't fucking stand, so. But hey, someone might like it. It keeps making money. Avatar: The Last Airbender film was supposed to be in 2025, but it's not on the list because I think it's been pushed to 2026.
Is this an animated film?
It is.
Okay.
And then the new series will start, but that won't be until 26, 27. And I'll be 50 and dead. God.
It'll be great. You'd be like, I love this cartoon. Yay.
And I'll be 50. Anyway.
And people will look at you like, is this man's weird?
You're weird. That's all I had for films.
Okay.
We have a lot of TV shows on here. What do you want to pick from it? We don't have to go through all of them. Because then we're just yapping. What are the ones that you are most excited about, or one that you're worried about, or one that you're like, fuck that shit? Any of those? Because these are all mine.
I'm actually, not to harp on Marvel too much, but I'm actually excited about Daredevil.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's the the first TV show, the MCU TV show of the year, I think.
Yeah.
And I really liked the Netflix series.
I loved it. It's great.
The Daredevil, the first one especially, kickstarted the whole sort of Netflix and like, you know me, like I want them to tie it in somehow. They've already done it kind of because they brought in the characters into other shows, and it's like, keep doing it, you know. Like I want to see how it ties in, and even if it doesn't sort of neatly fit into, okay, now this fits into the universe because of this, or they just flat out say it was a separate universe, whatever, and it just happens to be the same actor or whatever, I don't care, but just reference it, like acknowledge it somehow.
I feel they can, because it didn't make
it
explicitly a different universe like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They were
like
adjacent and referenced it, but didn't make it too much of a thing. I'm sure they can. And like you said, he's been in a film and a TV show, so he already exists in that world. I think it's just carrying that on.
And Kingpin's been in 2 TV shows, so it's not even just Daredevil. It's like they're starting to blend them, and I think this is what I always say, that what Marvel does well is they test out things and see how people react.
Well, that's when they do it well. Yeah, when they test stuff out, rather.
And if ideas don't do well, then they don't do it. Like, do you remember when the idea for the Eternal, again, we're talking about Eternals again, when it was like, oh, they were there the whole time and they just couldn't interact because of whatever reason, and that was kind of a template for how they were this is all rumor, how they were going to bring in the X-Men to the universe. Oh, they were there the whole time, but they couldn't for whatever reason, and because the Eternals
bomb,
I think, is underrated, but the whole message of they were there the whole time and they couldn't interfere was not really well received. They kind of abandoned that plan.
No, because they don't like women and gays, so that film was never
also
that
well.
Yeah. It's never going to do well.
So they didn't go for it. But when they try to like, oh, let's put in Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock and see how it is received, and it was well. I'm like, okay, well that went well. Let's put him in a TV show with a more significant role, like actually as Daredevil, not just Matt Murdock. And they keep pushing it little by little, see how it works, testing the waters with the fans, whatever, and going forward based on what they see. So I'm glad he's got his TV show. It was a gritty adult take on comic book characters, and I really liked it, and I want to see them do more of it.
And he's really sexy.
Do you think so?
Oh my god!
I think we've had this discussion before.
Charlie fucking Cox. Jesus Christ.
I definitely wouldn't say no.
Charlie and my Cox. Oh, he's so hot. Oh my god.
You made me drop my headphone.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he's all right. I think
he's so hot and his body is banging. So I would enjoy more of that. Yes, I'm shallow.
be-
Yes, I like a banging body.
Oh no, it's fine. I was saying like you better have a good body if you have Marvel. If you have a Marvel fitness trainer, you have better be. And you're playing a significant character like Daredevil, you have to have a good body. No sleep.
I want a Marvel trainer. I want a Marvel body.
Let's do it. Let's make it our next fitness challenge.
Fuck off. God, we need some human growth hormones.
Marvel, if you're listening, we have
just
an idea.
sponsor us just to see if we can
Sponsor
do
us to see if we can do it.
It's a couple of
We'll give you so much
40-year-old
publicity.
gays.
We'll
See if
prove,
they can do
prove to the world that there's no age where it's no longer possible.
I think they've already done that, seeing as a lot of their actors are already in their 40s. So
Yeah, but they're going to cast younger people, aren't they?
they will, yeah, because they'll get rid of all of those. Okay. What else? Any others? I think Daredevil is the, I don't know, like the main one.
That's
super
the one
excited.
I'm most looking forward to.
I think that'll be, again, if it does well, it'll be a big fucking deal. And if it doesn't, we'll just be like, well, Marvel sucks now, you know. Which
Well, they've got all these other TV shows that are already slated for the rest of the year, which they're not going to shelve if it doesn't go. If Daredevil doesn't go well.
But like I'm tired. If you can't make Daredevil fucking work, Jesus Christ, what are we doing? What are we doing, guys?
Let's move away from Marvel for a second because I want you to tell me about Creature Commandos. Because
I want to see it. It's out now.
I was going to say, hasn't some of them already been released?
It's out now. It's already filmed, streaming. It's on Max, but there is no, at the moment, date at which it will be in the UK.
Really? Are they all out already?
I don't know. I think it might be episodic, so they may still be going, but it's already started. So I'm hoping, because normally there is a deal between HBO and Sky, so it will eventually get it. It's just how long it takes. Some of them can take a few months for whatever reason. I don't know what it is. I love DC animation, traditional DC animation. So I'm curious to see how this affects it. Like, is it going to be as good as traditional DC animation just with a James Gunn script? In which case, I will immediately come because that will be amazing. But is it going to try and make DC animation all James Gunn stuff and just really run over their old way of and try
I
to do
hope
something?
not.
I hope
I
not
don't think
too, but they might.
He's definitely said before that certain shows are going to be in their own sort of adjacent universe. Which is
I mean more like the style, like DC animated movies and TV shows are really like classic action, kids TV. And then the films, they make them bloody and violent and that sort of stuff. And it's like, this is fucking great. This is for kids in our 40s. But now it's James Gunn. And I feel like it's going to be James Gunn films, but animated rather than, do you know what I mean? It's going to be all that same pacing, humor, sarcasm.
The tone.
Rather than action stuff with a little bit of sarcasm. So it could go either way.
If you, dear listener, have seen
American listeners
based in the US, let us know. Write in. We should put this on TikTok and ask people. Be like, hey, can we see it? Because I'm
going to look into the camera. I'm looking into the camera.
Yes.
Please, American listeners, viewers, fans, followers, have you seen Creature Commandos yet? What is the vibe?
Yeah.
Let us know. Is it just James Gunn cartoon or is it DC animation? But cool as shit. We want to know. Right below. Or to the right.
Put in your comment.
Bit, depending on
comment below.
But they're not below.
Anyway,
it's on TikTok.
One of the voices in Creature Commandos is David Harbour.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. He's got a good voice for animation, I would think.
He does. He was in What If. He was in an episode of What If, which I thought.
Oh, we're not talking about that. God.
And Maria Bakalova. She's a recurring character. She's
Is that another Black Widow? Maria Bakalova?
No, she's the voice of Cosmo. Cosmo the dog.
Okay.
Cosmo the dog from Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and anyway. Oscar-nominated actress. She played Borat's daughter. Anyway.
Oscar-nominated actress played Borat's daughter.
Excuse me, she got an Oscar nomination for that role. Did you not know this?
That's disgusting. That's disgusting. He's pro-Israel as well, so I can't stand him either. Anyway.
Can't wait for him to appear as Mephisto in Ironheart then. Let's talk about Ironheart. I don't know.
I don't really want. No, I don't want to. I think Ironheart. I thought it'd be one of the ones that would get deleted. That would get.
Do you think?
I thought it would be like no one cares. No one cared at the time. No, I don't care.
I kind of feel like the character of Riri Williams, as cool as she is and as smart as she is, and she's meant to be a replacement, an ersatz Iron Man. Like, I feel like she's being thrust on us. I don't know enough about her. I don't know enough about her struggles. There's no depth to her character at this moment.
No.
And so for this show to work, there has to be some sort of depth in the character, because I haven't seen it so far.
No,
I mean, I've only seen her in one thing.
She was a supporting character that we were supposed to care about, but it was too packed, that film. And also
she drove the plot, and that was about it. She got a cool suit.
Also, Robert Downey's fucking coming back. So why would I can't. Let's move on.
We're gonna get the Hood. Apparently, Mephisto's rumored to be in it, right? He's in it, right?
What?
And he's definitely going to appear, right?
Mephisto, Jake Gyllenhaal.
No, I didn't say Jake Gyllenhaal.
Who? What's he?
Mephisto,
what's his name? No.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
No. I will shoot myself if Sacha Baron Cohen is playing Mephisto in Ironheart. What the fuck has that got to do with it?
Rumored.
Well, that's garbage.
It's still rumored.
Who was Jake Gyllenhaal? Who's the guy, the illusion guy with the thing in his hair? Mysterio. Oh my god, I'm getting my M's mixed up.
No,
because he was in What If and it with Riri Williams, which confused me. So,
but not Jake Gyllenhaal, voice 6 apparently.
No, some old guy. Anyway.
No, I was just going to say that the villain in the show is going to be the Hood, which is a character that I also don't care about very much.
I don't care. Next, go away. Ugh.
That's all.
Bye.
Oh wait, can I say what Wikipedia says? Sacha Baron Cohen has been cast in an undisclosed role.
I'm not watching.
Anyway.
Oh god, I'm struggling to give a shit. These are the ones I was excited about.
The TV shows, yeah. Anyway,
I'm excited about lots of them. The Last of Us. That'll be great. You don't care because you don't like zombies.
I don't not care because I do still need to watch the first series.
Oh, it's wonderful.
It's because it's good. People say it's good and it's based on a video game.
It's wonderful. It does something really lovely with with the video game genre in that it's all about like the people that they go and meet, kind of like feels like how when you go to a next stage of a video game, it's like, oh, hi, you come and interact with these people. So each episode feels very much, it's about that
it's episodic in that way.
Rather than all the focus being on Daddy Pedro. But also it's beautiful, wonderfully acted, gorgeous, great. And it's not chasing cheap thrills like what they did with it. It really, like with the gay one, it was really lovely. And it's like 8 episodes. It's done like that.
If I can sit through Nosferatu and actually enjoy it, I can probably sit through it.
Was Nosferatu good? I want to see it because I like vampire
Nosferatu is beautiful.
Okay.
In a really gothic horror kind of way.
Bit boring?
I wouldn't say it's boring, no.
Okay.
I feel like if it's like some review said it was basically like Merchant Ivory. No, actually the director said this in an interview. He's like, it's Merchant Ivory films done by Hammer Horror. It was it's a vampire film and it's got all the sort of tropes and you got Aaron Taylor Johnson's in it as well.
Is he naked?
No, he keeps his shirt on the whole time, apparently. But there's to the very end. I'll tell you. No, it's actually done. It's done really well.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
it's really creepy. It's got a really creepy vibe, and it's gorgeous in its cinematography. Great.
All right.
I predict now. I know we don't talk about Oscars. We don't do the Oscar episode, but that person should win best cinematography. It's just beautiful.
Fun. Nice.
Write it down now. Anyway, so that I'll watch The Last of Us. So what's season 2 going to be about then?
I don't know.
Do you know? Okay,
nope.
Fine.
Some sort of mushrooms.
Fair. More mushrooms.
More mushrooms. Dungeons and Drag Queens is coming soon. I'm so excited.
What is that?
Oh God, I loved it so much. It is Dimension 20.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this the guy? Is it Brandon? Somebody who does he DM Dungeons and Dragons for drag queens?
It's not Brandon, but it's that guy that you're thinking of.
Oh, his name not Brandon anyway.
No, but it's a B.
Who appears in all the TikToks?
Yeah. Ginger guy. Yes, and it's Bob the Drag Queen, Monet Exchange, Alaska Thunderfuck, and I always forget her name, and she's one of my favorites from it. Oh God!
Don't ask me. I'm afraid.
No, wait. Anyway, and they're returning for season.
Don't look it up. No, hang on.
No, oh come on, Jujubee. Oh my God, sorry.
Okay,
Jujubee, who is fucking hilarious in season 1. Bob is brilliant at it.
Bob can do no wrong.
Because as you know, as a Dungeons and whatever player, she really commits to it. So when, rather than saying throws fireball, like she's like, right. And she runs up here and she's like, ah! And like just acts it out and puts so much love and energy into it. It's so fucking cool and brilliant. And I loved it. So they're coming back for season 2. So now they know how to play a little bit. It'll be a lot more fun because a lot of it was like, can I do this? Which was also really fun to watch because Brandon Lee Mulligan is the DM. Brendan.
I said Brendan.
I apologize profusely.
It's fine.
Profusely. It didn't sound right until it was Brandon Lee Mulligan. Sorry, listeners. It was really good because he was...
The four of you who were like...
All four of you were like, fuck you, it is Brandon. Of course it's Brandon. Love him. It was really good because he was like, what you can do is this, but you can't do that. So it was quite nice to have someone explaining it for people who don't know how Dungeons and Dragons works. And I was like, oh, okay, I get it. So it's coming back. It did so well. It made them so much money. They had to build another studio just to record more stuff.
Really?
Yeah, that's Bob saying that. And I'm like, good for you, fuck it. Bob is brilliant. So I'm so excited for that. I think that's either later this month or next month. Spider-Man?
Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I'm interested. I'll watch it, but I'm also not going to be like, woohoo, you know?
No.
Oh, I don't know why. Maybe it's because we're just out with Spider-Man.
Bored. I'm bored. I don't want to see him in high school doing it all again. I can't do it. I can't watch it again. I can't.
The only way that I'm going to watch this cartoon TV show is if there are other characters who are interesting.
Iceman and Firestar need to be in it.
I thought you were going to say they were in it. I was like, what?
No, if they were in it, I would renew my Disney Plus subscription. But it's not. It's him in high school with Mary Jane.
It won't be Disney Plus,
I don't care. Huh?
It won't be Disney Plus, though, because it's a Sony property.
No, it's Disney Plus.
But it's a Spider-Man property.
But it's cartoons and Marvel. And...
Yeah, Sony's doing another cartoon. Anyway, I don't know. Write in.
Where on earth would they put it? No, it's on Disney Plus.
Is it? Okay, fine.
I don't know, actually. I'm not confident.
You know what, to be fair, I think you're right, because it was on the Disney Plus trailer that I saw about all the TV shows they're planning, whatever.
Yeah, they must have got the animation rights or TV rights rather than film. They still own the TV show rights, probably.
Fair enough.
So that's coming out. Invincible season 3.
Yes. Oh, by the way, yeah, I'm interested.
That'd be fucking great. I'm gonna rewatch
my memory.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch it because I didn't do that with something else on this list, The Legend of Vox Machina.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly season 4. It may not be. I made the mistake of watching season 3, and it had been like a year and a half since season 2. I couldn't remember anything, so I had to go back after I finished and rewatched everything. So I will rewatch Invincible before it comes out because I can't remember anything.
Yeah.
J.K. Simmons.
You just kind of have to sort of watch a refresher, I suppose.
Like a night, but a big chunky one would be good. They didn't do one. But yes, Invincible continues to be great. This is the future of animation. This is what we want. Cool ideas, fun storytelling, gorgeous animation, and really compelling. And they do it really fucking well, and they keep doing it really well. So hats off to Seth.
Multiple 3-dimensional characters.
Yes.
You know.
And the background characters of becoming weird, like when the robot man was a human, all of this. Great.
Yeah.
Really good writing. Please keep this up.
Does it have a month?
Has it become like shit throwaway? No, not yet. I'm still unconfirmed.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
The only other one that I'm excited for, but again, I need to catch up on, is Harley Quinn, because I think it's the final season.
Is it?
I think so. Again, I may be making it up, but if it is, it'll be good to go out on a high rather than just going on forever. Because Kaylee Cuoco can't keep doing it forever. She's got lots of other projects.
She fucking can.
She could.
Do whatever she wants.
Because she produced it all, so she's making loads of money. But I don't know. They may want to use Harley in other things, so they may not want to keep this version, this goofball version going. I don't know. Although she fits really well with James Gunn stuff. So I think it's season 5, but I'm not sure.
Okay. How can we watch that? Remind me.
Annoyingly, in the UK, it's on Channel 4.
Oh.
Like Rick and Morty, it's really difficult to watch it.
Right.
So
it's heavily edited. Actually, you know what? Rick and Morty's not really edited, is it?
Well, because it takes like 6 months before it comes out on Netflix, and then you can watch it on Netflix. But I don't think the same thing happens with Harley Quinn. So if you know where to find it,
or dear listener, if you have any good links that you're happy to share, get in touch.
Please do.
Anything else from the list?
I mean, Wonder Man's on there, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't trust it.
We've seen
a trailer.
Trailers for it.
Have we seen a trailer or have we seen a sizzle reel?
I don't know the difference.
Like, has it been like a teaser, like a boom, 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 Wonder Man, or has it?
It was part of that trailer of Marvel TV shows, Disney Plus TV shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll believe it when I see it. I don't know. I had my heart set on Nathan Fillion being that, and I know they've cast someone more diverse, and that's good, and he looks good, but I don't know him the way I know Nathan Fillion, so I'm like,
yeah,
it's hard to get. Like, who are you? I don't know what he's in.
He's Morpheus and also somebody else. Yes, so he played Morpheus in Matrix 4, whatever when it came out, and he was Black Manta in the Aquaman films.
Oh, come on.
Underutilized. But he's also been in Black Mirror.
Is he English?
Handmaid's Tale. No, he's American apparently.
Well, we'll see.
Anyway, he's good. I like him, but we'll see what he does. I'm happy you didn't mention Marvel Zombies because I would not. I don't care about that. I'm not watching that.
That's fine. I will watch that, but I don't care about Andor season 2 or The Wheel of Time or Stranger Things. But apparently they're coming.
Dear listener, if you are excited about something, if you're so excited about something that we haven't mentioned here today,
or something that we just breezed past,
let us know. If you have any more depth, any more details that we might have overlooked, any reason to be excited about this, let us know. We prefer to be excited about things. Let us know why. Please email us at incompletegeekspodcast@gmail.com. We read every single email. Let us know why. Or you can get in touch with us on the socials at Incomplete Geeks on Instagram and on TikTok. You can also check out patreon.com/gaygeeks. Help us out. Or one thing that if you can't contribute anything on Patreon, that's fine. At least go to Spotify or whatever podcast dispersion thing you have and give us a 5-star rating for this episode because that really does help us reach more people. Tell your friends.
It's something you can do right now to help the channel grow, and we would appreciate it.
Do it right now.
Very much. Do it right now. Do it now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening. We powered through a load of stuff. I don't know if you know, I got a couple of things wrong. Like I didn't know Brandon's name was Brandon. And that kind of thing does happen from time to time here because you know what? We're not complete geeks.
But we are working on it.
Thank you for listening.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'm close.
That's what he said. It's like edging our way into 2025, something like that.